I just love the smell of honeysuckle in the summertime. Hi y'all, it's Kimberly here. Thank you all for coming to my channel. Well, today here, just our weather. Yesterday it was like 103 degrees, sweltering, sweaty, hot weather. And today it's like in the mid 70s, which is very rare in June. We rarely have a day like this in June. It's usually 90s and above. And it was kind of cool this morning. It got even cooler. The wind started blowing. I had shorts on and a t-shirt, and I had to change it to my jogging pants. And it's even more cooler now. It's probably in the mid 70s. I haven't checked the temperature, but it's very windy, and I didn't have a hoodie on, but the wind was blowing. It was pretty cool on my skin. So, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be a little bit warmer, maybe in the 80s, and then we're gonna have like 3 or 4 days of 100+ degrees. That crazy weather here. Okay, I have another installment of quotes and sayings, another list, and this is about trust and loyalty. I guess that'd be the best way to describe this list. Okay, first one is, sometimes the person you'd take a bullet for ends up being the one behind the gun. And that is a take on how you can be hurt by trusting somebody. Sometimes the person you think would be the least likely to hurt you would be the one that will do it. Okay, number 2, this is kind of how I kind of feel. I've heard this. It's kind of a newer quote, but it kind of describes being very honest about who you are. Okay, stay real, stay loyal, or stay away from me. That's pretty much how I feel. Number 3, those who don't know the value of loyalty can never appreciate the cost of betrayal. And that just goes to show that some people who go around systematically backstabbing people and betraying them and breaking their trust, they really don't know the level of pain that they cause, and they don't know the value of when you do something like that. You don't know the hurt that broken trust causes people. They don't know how much some people put a value on their trust in you. That it's a very high commodity to some people. Like to me, if I trust you, don't abuse it, because you probably won't get a second chance with somebody like me. Number 4, I've seen this post on Facebook and some other places on the internet, and it's kind of like be appreciative of my trust and my friendship and my loyalty. Okay, and this is how it goes. Choose me or lose me. I'm not a backup plan, and definitely not a second choice. So that's just describing, if you're not going to pick me first, don't come back to me, after whoever. And a lot of times describes a relationship. I've seen this on like relationship posts. If you've picked another person and then that don't work out, and don't come back crying for me to come back to you. So, number 5, this is one of my favorite sayings of all time, and it's so true. It just absolutely it describes exactly. There's just so much truth in this. Actions speak louder than words. It's just one really popular, very well-known quote. It's been around for I don't know how long. I've heard it all my life. And it is very, very true. Just the way you may promise somebody something, or you may give your word, or make promises, and then your actions belie your words. If you're not going to do what you say, or if you're doing something after you've already told somebody and you do the opposite, it proves, probably that you were lying about it in the first place, and that you don't really care, the fact that you told them a specific thing, a very specific thing that either you were going to do or that you feel or whatever it is, and then you commit the action that's totally opposite of what you have said. That kind of destroys your character and makes you not a very trustworthy person, and people will not believe in you. Okay, number 6, I don't hate you. I just hope you find a friend just like you someday. And that's kind of like, saying, I hope you get a taste of your own medicine. You've abused the trust in me, or you've treated me badly, and someday I hope you run into somebody who will treat you the same way you've treated me, just so you can feel, how I feel. Okay, number 7, there is something wrong with your character if opportunity controls your loyalty. Yeah, that, absolutely. If you are hopping around from one opportunity to the next just for your benefit, if you have no, if you're not gonna stick with what you say, and you, even in a relationship with a partner, or even at work with work relationships, if you don't have any stick-to-itness, I guess. Other than, I would say the one thing that maybe this doesn't apply to would be a career or a job that you choose, even if you decide to quit working at a particular place, you get a better job offer, then I think that is your choice. I don't think that everybody else should have a say in your career and the path that you choose. That would be the only exception to this, I think, unless you are going, using people like stepping stones in your career, then that's wrong, I think. But other than that, this just means, every time that you see something that you think might be a little bit better, and you just jump ship immediately. You don't have any loyalty to the person or the people that were depending on you. If you can just drop somebody that quickly because you see something better that you like, that's a bad character flaw. It really is. Number 8 is, it's kind of like an updated version of a lot of, there's a lot of little quotes around that kind of mention snakes, and it's a metaphor for something or somebody who is not very trustworthy. But this has some like updated wording to it. Okay, snakes don't hiss anymore. They call you babe, bro, or friend. And that's true. You can have a friend that manipulates you, and you may put your trust in that person, and they use you to their advantage or to their benefit for whatever they want, and they do it by manipulation of making you believe that you're so close to them, that you're good friends or you have a good relationship, but they use it for whatever advantage they can get from you. And number 9, this one I really like. It's a very the words are very prophetic. Be careful who you trust. The devil was once an angel. So that it means just because somebody may be treating you well, or maybe is just too good to be true, Don't let yourself be gaslit, and don't let somebody take advantage of you. Make sure that if somebody's making promises to you, make sure they're true to their word. You know, if they have character flaws that you notice and you're overlooking that, they're using that as a form of manipulation. In the Bible, the devil did start out as an angel, and didn't work out too well for him. So be careful who you trust. Don't just blindly trust people. Watch for clues. Watch for their character, their behavior, their actions. If their actions are speaking louder than their words, take heed to that, because they might just be using that, your trust in them, to manipulate you. Okay, number 10 is, this is something that, it's from Maya Angelou, the poet Maya Angelou. And it's such a very profound quote from her writings. And it talks about, just let me read it and then I'll explain. The thorn from the bush one has planted, nourished, and pruned, pricks more deeply and draws more blood. And that just means that a person that you may have taken care of, it may be a family member, it may be somebody that is younger than you, or even an older parent or relationship that you may have taken care of, made sure that they were well taken care of, and you've done your best to care for them, look out for their best interests, and help them in every way you can. And then they turn around and hurt you in some way. And it's usually, like it says, pricks more deeply and draws more blood. That's because it's of a close relationship. They're talking about somebody close to you that has hurt you, done something wrong, betrayed you, broken their trust, or you've lost faith in them because of something they've done to you. And it's usually the people that are close to you that hurt you the most, because you can get over a stranger a lot easier from them hurting you, or a person you don't know very well. But a person that you are close to, a family member or a partner or a friend that has done something to you, that's the most painful thing of all. It's, the person that is the closest to you has the best form of access to hurt you. And that's so sad, and that's just, I'm going to read that again. The thorn from the bush one has planted, nourished, and pruned, pricks more deeply and draws more blood. That's just so, it can be so heartbreaking when somebody that you really trusted, you really, had a lot of loyalty, you thought you had their loyalty, and they do something horrible, they really hurt you. Okay, that's it for this list, and I'll be back with another video soon. Thank you all for coming to my channel. Thank you.